Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of CJ's Coins and Crafts. Today we will be taking a look at a specific variety. This happens to show up on the Lincoln Cents. This happens to show up on 1988, both Philadelphia and Denver. And this particular variety is that of the incorrect reverse. So in 1988, both in the Philly and Denver Mints, what happened is that there was a proof reverse that was used for the business strikes. This same style of error was also used as far as a reversed, the incorrect reverse die on the 1992 close AM. As we know, the 1992s are supposed to be the wide AMs, which is the difference between the gap on the A and the M on the reverse in America. And if you find a close AM, then those are the ones that are more valuable. This also applies to the 1998, 99, and 2000 Philadelphia minted, where the incorrect reverse was also used. But in particular, this variety, I was actually lucky enough that I found one of these in a box of pennies. This happened about 6 months ago, and I've known about the variety for a while, and I was kind of shocked that I found one. So here I have a 1988 Philadelphia, just a nice example, and on this side I have a 1989. It happens to be a Denver, but to show the difference between the two, this will show very good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you up on the screen here, where I have my USB microscope. And the first one that I'm going to put up is the 1988. I'm going to show you that it's the 1988, and then I'm going to flip it over. And so right here, you can see that the G is very plain. It doesn't have any serifs or anything in it, and it's just kind of a single line, and the F is really plain too. So now I'm going to move that one, and I'm going to put up the 1989. So just to show you that it is truly in 1989, happens to be in 1989 Denver, and I'm going to flip this one over. So you can tell in this one, there's a little bit more going on with the G. The F is a little bit thicker, but the G has this serif that comes in at the top and a line that goes down and extends past the bottom of the G. So the easiest way that I can tell, that I usually tell, while I'm looking at the reverses of the 80s and 89s, is I'm looking for the serif that comes in and this little piece that hangs off down at the bottom. Well, when I put these two together, you can really see that there's not a lot going on right here on the 88, and there's a lot going on right here on the 89. So how I usually look at it, if there is a lot of space being used up, and I know that I'm looking at the 88, I'm going to take a closer look on it because I'm looking for this one right here. So the one on the left is the 1988. The one on the right is the 1989. These are the correct reverses for these years. Now, what we are going to do is that we are going to take a look at this one, which happens to be the 1988 Denver with the reverse of the 1989. I'm just going to drop this out. So I'll show you guys. This is truly, if it's going to focus. Come on, it's the only thing in frame. Okay, to the scope. Kick you up to the scope. Okay, so again, I will show you that this is a 1988 Denver, and then I'm going to flip it over and look at the letters. So for comparison, this is the 88. This is now these are both 88s. This is the correct reverse. This is the incorrect reverse. This is the proof reverse for the 1988s, or the regular reverse for the 1989s. So here I'm going to show the 1989 reverse. And you guys can see that the style matches. So my coin that I have right here is a 1988 Denver with the reverse of a 1989. Now, if you take a look at your cherry picker's guide, I'm currently looking at the 6th edition, volume 1. This is located on page 174. So this particular variety would be the 1988 DFS01, 1988 D901. It's also labeled a Konica RDV-006. So if you guys wanted to check that, that's your reference for you. So it goes to show you that whenever I'm looking through the 1988s and the 1989s, I am also looking at the reverse. Let me bring it back down here. I am also looking at the reverse of the two coins because of this particular variety. So this is one of those that I feel is they're not super rare, but they're rare enough that if I find them, then I really enjoy finding varieties like these. So this is just a little short video on looking specifically for the 1988. And again, this shows up in both the Philadelphia minted and the Denver minted in the 1988s. Look at the back and see the designer's initials, and see if they compare. So I always like to have both a 1988 and a 1989 handy, just for a quick reference. And what made me find this one is I was looking through the 1988s, and I thought that I had accidentally picked up a 1989 because I recognized that much of the design right there as a 1989 reverse. 1988s, they're usually really thin, and you can usually barely see them. So if there's anything that really stands out in the letters, I always look at those closer. So I hope you like this video. If you guys have any comments or questions, go ahead and put them in the comments section below. Please like this video if you haven't already subscribed. Hit that subscribe button right down there and hit the bell, and you'll be notified whenever I upload new videos. I hope to see you soon. I'll see you on the next one.